Hey, welcome to the Empowered Creativity Show, where we help you dream the impossible, encourage you, teach you, and help you achieve the business dreams that you desire and that God desires for you. Today, I'm calling it Confessions of Complication. And what do I mean by that? Well, I overcomplicated something, and I want to share with you how not to do that. So what do I mean by confessions of complication? Well, I set out on a task, and I've mentioned it a few times to those in my Facebook group. I've set out on a task to pitch myself to 150 podcasts. And what I have learned over the past few weeks as I set out on this task to not just pitch to 150 podcasts, but do it within 3 months, was I had overcomplicated it. So I had started a list of podcasts that I would love to be on, like kind of those dream lists almost. There were about 24 podcasts on there that I had put on there over the last 2 years. And confession number one, I have been sitting in a bit of fear in putting myself out there. The price? Rejection. I got to be willing to be rejected if I'm going to actually get a yes, right? I have to put myself out there, be willing to get a no so that I can get the yes. And what I have done in the past is I have pitched to a few, maybe gotten a no, and then stopped and said, I'll get to it later. And then later kind of never came. Or I would be every now and then pitch when I would see somebody requesting guests, then I might put my name out there, but I wasn't actively seeking to be a guest on podcasts. And so I've challenged myself to do this, and because I need to show myself, one, that I can, and two, it's not going to kill me, and three, I have to be confident in the fact that I know my stuff. I know. I've been on enough podcasts now, and I've been on enough summits now to know that I can talk. Y'all know I can talk. But I know enough now. So that's confession number one, is that I have had some fear around this. And I've had to work through that with my coach, through that in the leadership program that I'm in. And so I'm getting to this now of actually pitching myself. And then over these last few weeks, as I have been doing this, I haven't been hitting my daily goal. So I had set a daily goal of how many I wanted to pitch to each day, knowing that there was an amount of research that needed to happen to do this and everything, to know that was I a good fit? Did I feel I was a good fit before I pitched myself for them to decide if I was going to be a good fit for them? And I was getting bogged down in the details and the minutia of the research. And it was slowing me down. It was discouraging me. It was causing me to not hit my daily goal. And why? Because I overcomplicated it. You see, there's this podcast Facebook group that I've been a part of, and that's how I've gotten, like last year, that's how I filled my whole calendar of podcast guests of show guests for the Empowered Creativity Show. That's how I filled it, was by going out there and asking for people to be on my show, making a post and saying, hey, I'm looking for guests. Tell me why you should be on my show, right? And I filled my calendar. And then, and I've done that, that's how I've gotten people, but they have a membership, that they have this fantastic database of podcasts, like thousands and thousands of podcasts that I could search through. And they have their member database, which makes it super simple to go find podcasts, because you don't have to search for the contact information. You don't have to search for the link to their podcast and go, like, they make it easy. You don't have to search for, how do I find them on Instagram? How do I find them on Facebook? How do I find them? How do I actually submit myself? It's all right there. And I was making it so complicated out of what I realized was kind of almost a punishment to myself, because I hadn't been doing this and I knew I needed to be doing it. And I was determined to do it from the list that I already had, instead of just saying, you know what? The past is the past, and I'm going to leave it in the past, and I'm going to start a new list, and I'm going to do this the easier way. I'm going to take the complication out and I'm going to join this membership and I'm going to look in their database and I'm going to find fantastic podcasts for me to be on. So yesterday I made that decision, and today I'm exceeding my goal in my daily outreaches for podcasts. And I've actually upped my daily goal because I took the complication out of it. And it felt so much better. I felt so much better sending those messages to say, hey, I would love to be a guest. This is what I can bring to your audience. And you know what? I think you'd bring something to my audience too. And I'd love to invite you to be a guest on my Empowered Creativity show as well. And so not everybody got that invite, but some of them did because they would be a fantastic guest on my show. And so I just wanted to share that you hit different levels and you have new fears and you hit different objectives, and different fears pop up with that as well. And so while I help my clients every week with fears that things that are holding them back, things that are slowing them down, sometimes it took my coach saying, what's going on? Why are you not hitting your goals? You've set this goal. It doesn't seem like it should be that hard. And I knew this is what it really boils down to. Yesterday, I didn't hit my goal, and I knew I was going to be talking to my coach today. So I started digging. All right, Stephanie, why are you not doing this? What is the thought process that's happening? Where are you going? Why are you held up in this? And I was able to really discover it myself, because I didn't want to go to the meeting with my coach and say, I haven't hit my goal again, and I have no idea why. I want to be able to say, I acknowledge I haven't hit my goal, but I've done some soul searching and I really did figure out why. And so the great thing is I really did figure out why. But it took me taking the time to go and really dig deep into why, and know that I didn't have to do it the complicated way. I could go the easier route. And I'm not saying easy because I've gotten some no's already. It's not that because I had this great database, I'm an awesome fit and they're going to be saying yes, 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 yes. But at least the outreach part of it has become easier. So I hope that encourages you, for one, that you're not alone if you get stuck in the minutia of the mechanics, how am I even going to do this? And I have to do it this specific way. Maybe because somebody has told you this is the way that you have to do it. But if you've found a simpler way, it doesn't mean you have to do it that way. Let's look for simplifying over complicating, because complicating will slow you down. And I just want to say, if you have found yourself going through these types of things where maybe there's got to be a better way, or you're beating yourself up over a lack of progress in your business, or even a lack of starting, hey, schedule a strategy call with me. They're free. We're going to get on and we will get to the root of what is holding you back, and let's get you moving forward today. Well, as soon as you schedule your call.